Hello, everyone. I wanted to do a quick introductory video. Thank everybody that has joined the CTH community so far, and just do a quick introduction to get things started. I'm super excited to get this project off the ground. It's something I've been working for a couple of years now, and just thank you everyone for showing some support. I want to do a quick video to introduce some of my basic general philosophies and fundamental approaches to nutrition-based health and wellness, disease prevention, and performance optimization. Really, our culture has normalized the feeling like crap, slowly getting sick, and leading to disease states is an inevitable part of aging and getting old. And this really does not have to be our fate at all. And so that's really where taking some steps we can do here through simple nutrition changes and lifestyle changes can really empower us to live long and healthy lives and not just be a victim to slowly getting sicker and sicker until eventually we get to disease states and it just trickles downhill from there. I truly want this page to be helpful and useful to everyone. And it's not just a marketing platform for my nutrition services. So with that being said, I encourage everybody to be interactive, reply, comment on any posts I do, send me messages if you don't want it to be public about information that you'd like to see me dive into a little bit more. I do have a wealth of knowledge on these topics that I would love to share and I geek out on completely, but I just want to know what you guys want to hear about. So with that being said, I have a general post here that I put together that I'll go through really quickly. It's almost like a syllabus of things that I can do super deep dives into if people are interested. But some of my fundamental basics here is that many of our chronic disease states have upstream roots that relate back to digestive malfunction, which results in a cascade of biochemical mechanisms in the body that then express these disease states within our bodies, whether it's diabetes, neurocognitive decline, autoimmune conditions, even anxiety and depression relate back to them, eczema, psoriasis, cancer states, any of the digestive maladies such as irritable bowel disease and Crohn's. Any of these conditions have very strong roots back to our digestive malfunction and proper nutrient intake, and these act as signaling mechanisms within the body that can express themselves in these diseases. So with that being said, now in our 40s and in these kind of midlife area is when these roots start to take hold, and then they manifest themselves in our later stages of 60s and 70s. So now is the time that we can really make some changes that will determine the next couple of decades of our lives and whether or not we're going to thrive and feel great and age gracefully, or whether or not we're just going to continue in a slow decline. So now is the time that I encourage everybody to make a couple of changes here. I'm starting with a quick fundamental list of the basics that I'm posting here. I'll break one of these down in more detail in future posts and as I go along. I'll try to keep it like topic by topic. But with that being said, I'll just kind of go over what I have here so far, and then yeah, we can go from there, guys. So for my chef's recipe for success here, the first thing is that we're going to focus on whole foods, guys. Eliminate our processed foods and learn to start to read the ingredients list. Now, some people don't even know what processed foods refers to, but guys, it's just about getting back to our whole foods. If there's a long ingredient list on the box, it's a highly processed food, and there's many reasons that those cause many health problems, and I'll get into those, but we're going to start with whole foods, guys. Get back to your vegetables, your whole grains, your clean meat sources. So the next bullet point on there, get your greens, cruciferous and fiber-rich vegetables, guys. They're going to provide you with a lot of benefits. Variety of good fats. You know, fats are a hot topic of discussion. Are they good? Are they bad? And it's context that matters, guys. Fats by themselves are neither good nor bad. There's certainly plenty of healthy fats out there that you can incorporate in your diet, and they have tremendously important functions within the body. Both, they make up all of your cell membranes. So within all cells of the body, the right kind of fats have tremendous impacts on cellular health, as well as your neurocognitive system is all lined with a myelin sheath made up of fats. So getting those building blocks into your body is especially important for all aspects of health throughout the body. And I'll go through in future posts what kind of fats we want to see, what kind of fats we want to avoid that are going to cause detrimental health effects, and we'll go from there. Clean protein. Protein is an essential macronutrient in the body, and there's the right kinds of protein that you need to rebuild your cells, provide your cells with the building blocks and the amino acids that they need. And then there's proteins that can cause some problems within the body, and we'll go through those and proteins' role within the body. So that hits your 3 macronutrients right there. Carbohydrates are going to be your relating back to the vegetables, your fats that I went through, and then you're there. Each one of them is neither good nor bad. So sometimes with these dogmatic diet philosophies, they're going to demonize one macronutrient or the other, whether it's low-fat diets, low-carb diets, and each one can have its benefits there. Each one of them is neither done correctly, but usually those elimination-style diets are more for a therapeutic, short-term intervention that then can lead towards a more diverse diet. That is ultimately my goal with all clients, is to be able to eat as many different things as possible, as diverse of a diet as possible, not live on a very limited diet lifestyle. The second thing that another thing that we're gonna get into is eating windows, another hot topic of intermittent fasting, time restricted eating, long-term fasting. What should we do? That's something that I'll get way into, guys. But in general, you just want to eat within a 12-hour window. You want to give your body 12 hours of rest between consuming different nutrients. So from the last thing you eat before you go to bed until the next calories that you consume the next day, you want 12 hours in between that, guys. And that's going to have many effects, relating to your circadian rhythm, hormone balance and fluctuations, giving insulin sensitivity, blood sugar stabilization, give your body a chance to heal and repair overnight. So the 12-hour window is the general basics. Again, we'll get all into fasting, time-restricted eating, intermittent fasting, and all of that. Hit me with questions on those. I know that's a hot topic, guys. Get active. I know that this is an obvious one, and people overcomplicate it. Don't let perfection stand in the way of progress on this one, guys. People are always waiting to get the perfect time. Oh, enough time to get into the gym, enough time to do this, and recognize that. People ask me, Max, what's the best kind of exercise? To me, the best kind of exercise is the one that you're actually going to do. So don't let, hey, I don't have time to get to the gym, stand in the way of getting active a little bit, guys. It can be as simple as going on the trampoline with your kids, going out and playing soccer or softball or football with your kids. I like to incorporate it with family activities in addition to doing some of the grinding activities that I do. But you don't have to make it that complicated. Make it simple. Go for a 30-minute walk first thing in the morning, or go for a 30-minute walk after dinner and before you go to bed, or go to 30-minute walk when you're on lunch break. Don't overcomplicate it, and don't let the perfect circumstance stop you from at least starting and getting something going. So I like to start with just 30 minutes 3 times a week, guys, to incorporate it and get something going and active. And then we can work our way up from there. Eat the rainbow. Okay, so to me, again, I said diversity is key for many different reasons. But for this one specifically, we're talking about like your colorful fruits, berries, and vegetables. These are going to provide your body with important antioxidants and polyphenols, which help counterbalance some of the oxidative stress that we're getting from the negative things that we're eating, guys, that are almost impossible to avoid with all of the highly processed foods that we're bringing in. And so those highly processed foods are bringing in a lot of negative elements that your body has to deal with. The antioxidants and polyphenols are what's going to help balance that out. Incorporate some probiotic-rich foods. Those are your fermented live foods, such as Sauerkraut would have to be refrigerated, make sure it's got the live probiotics in there. Kimchi, kombucha, miso, and yogurt. And then finally, guys, don't forget the basics. Drink plenty of water. Chewing your food thoroughly, super important. And make meal times a moment to relax and calm down. Eating on the go, eating in high stress situations, does affect the way your body absorbs those nutrients, or worse, does not absorb the nutrients that you need to be healthy and thrive. So those are some quick hits from the chef's recipe for success. Again, each one of them is just basically like an outline here for the course going forward that I want to break down in much more detail. But I'd be super interested to hear from you guys. What do you want to hear more on? Again, thanks everybody. I'm so excited to get this going here and grow the page. Please share it with anybody you think might be interested. Again, these services and these changes can have impacts, profound impacts on so many different disease states and health conditions. If there's anybody that you feel is suffering and is maybe falling through the cracks of the current medical system and wants to try something a little bit different, the nutrition-based approach, I think, is one lever that we're just not pulling hard enough and is one of the most impactful levers that we can pull when it comes to trying to treat some of these conditions. Guys, thanks again. Have an awesome day, and I will see you soon.